style sustainable design and contributor to the Architect's Handbook of Professional Practice, Levy has lectured widely on sustainability, BIM, and space architecture, on which he has presented at international conferences. His forthcoming book, which is to be published by Wiley in August, is titled BIM for Design Firms. Please don't forget to submit your questions. Excited to turn it over to today's presenter, Francois Levy.
Thanks, Sam. Very happy to be here. And thanks, everybody, for attending. So today I'd like to talk to you about BIM for design. A lot of us have been using BIM for quite a while now. It's been in the industry for architects, engineers, facilities managers, construction companies, and so forth for quite some time. And a lot of the conversation around BIM is actually about construction documentation or construction coordination, which are very fine things, and I'll touch a little bit more on those later. But for today, I really want to emphasize the opportunities for designers, architects in particular, but not exclusively, to reap some real benefits to their work processes through adopting a BIM workflow that actually starts as early in the design process as possible and leverages the information in the building model to make some more informed design decisions. So from the AIA firm survey report that just came out recently, you can see that BIM adoption rates have been steadily climbing in firms of different sizes. These are architecture firms that are responding to the survey. Large firms, of course, adoption rates in the 90s and have been 90% and have been for quite a while, about a decade. Mid-sized firms approaching 80%. And small firms under 10, which constitute the majority, probably 80% of practicing architects in the US by some estimates, only seeing a little over 30% adoption rates of BIM. And of course, what this chart doesn't really discuss is how these firms, regardless of size, are using BIM. Are they using it in their design process, or is it documentation only? So I started getting involved in BIM. If you look at the sort of left end of that chart, 2005, even to the left of that back in 2000 or so, my firm was adopting an early BIM workflow before we even knew what the term BIM was. This is an example of a rural residential project that was executed back at the time, around the turn of the century. And while it wasn't a fully functional BIM model in some respects, it was essentially BIM at that time as we were deriving two-dimensional views from the three-dimensional model. So let me go ahead and open this link. So this is the actual model that is now almost 20 years old that I've, of course, forwarded to more recent software iteration. So the issue with this design project was that we had started designing this parabolic